All right, guys, welcome to the team call. Let's see, it's June 5th, and we have so much to share with everybody tonight. And I know a few people more are hopping on and or planning on listening to this recording because we have so much to cover. And so I'm just going to kind of do a checklist right off the bat here, and then Jenny is going to be sharing quite a bit with us on how she grew her team so fast, and how she was able to she signed up, she VF'd, she qualified, and she signed her sister up, she VF'd, and she qualified, and her sister signed her mom up, she VF'd, and she's working on qualifying, and then Debbie joined the gang as well, and she's working on VFing. So the cool thing is, that sounded like a bad word. She's working on VFing. Virtual franchising, let's rephrase. But the cool thing is she was able to duplicate it down the line, and that's something that we all struggle with in this business. And so Jenny's going to train us on that in a little bit. But first off, the Shred 10 started today, and I just wanted to go over what Ken had kind of asked some of us to do. In the Shred page, we're looking for some more engagement within that page. And if you can comment and like the post in effort to get your people to actually look at it as well. Because if Sonia comments on something, her people are going to see that, hey, Sonia commented on something. So it's going to look a little different to our customers when we're all engaged and there's 14 comments on something as opposed to 0. So if everybody on this call can make it an effort to go in and be engaged on that page, I think it's going to be a better experience for our customers. Is everybody okay with doing that? It's 10 days. We can do anything for 10 days. That's what we preach to everybody. So we can post in there and comment and like everything for 10 days. Ken, did you have anything more you wanted to add to that?
No, just the engagement would be perfect. So, I mean, some people have already started it. I think it just will kind of snowball from there, and a lot more people will start commenting.
Perfect. I love it. Because, you know, we're all guilty of it. When somebody likes something over 100 times, you're just like, ooh, I need to see what this is all about, right? So we're all guilty of that. So I love that everybody wants to engage. We have a challenge group going that was the $10 buy-in. It's over $50 at the moment, wanting to engage more people there and get it a little bit higher dollar amount. But we're also kind of curious. We made a little chat. What are some ideas that you guys want to do within that chat in effort to make it a little bit more special than the regular Shred? And if you guys have people that are wanting to do that, take it up a notch or whatever, I'm just collecting the money for that, and I will give the cash prize to whoever ends up winning. So I'm just trying to keep a list of who's engaged and how much money we have. So you can have people participate by sending $10 to Mix Personal Training. That's just the PayPal we have going. And maybe if we continue to do these sorts of things, we'll make a Juice Plus, Team Mix, PayPal, whatever, too, because that could be kind of interesting too. So anyway, any ideas that you guys want to throw into that chat? Workout ideas. We just want to make it a little bit more engaging.
I might say recipes, because I know with the people that I signed up this month to do Shred 10, that was their biggest issue. What are we supposed to cook for dinner? And I've given them the link to the cookbook, and I've given them some ideas, but if you guys have recipes that everybody loves.
Perfect. Any other suggestions?
And Sonia, there's a ton of recipes in the old Shreds too. If they just
scrolling through and looking for them. But sometimes it's easier, you know, for people if they just see something real quick and go, oh, that looks good for dinner tonight.
Like in your face, like, hey, cook this for dinner tonight on Tuesday. Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. I know I scroll through there and I'm like, dang, I want to make that for dinner tonight. Like I saw that chicken avocado lime, whatever. I was like, ooh, that looks yummy. So great recipes. So it's as easy as copy and pasting, really. Simple. Any other ideas?
Yeah, I think the workouts would be good too. I know my few gals that are in it are like, they can't go to a gym, but they can work out at home. So if there's anything that they can do, I think would be motivational for them.
That's easy. Okay. Daily? Every other day? How much is too annoying?
Maybe every other day. Like, you could rotate between like recipes and workouts. Like, I'm thinking the chat, it shouldn't be like a constant bombard, but maybe a few times a day, maybe even twice a day, just a motivational quote or some, pretty much what Ken's doing on the Facebook group, but different stuff. So it's not regurgitating what he's already doing in there.
Awesome.
And
cool.
Or maybe a Q&A with a personal trainer in there. Hey, for the next 30 minutes, if you have questions for a personal trainer, ask away. Or if you have questions for a chef, ask away, something like that.
So do you guys know that Facebook Live, you can do split screens now and do interviews?
Really?
Yep.
That's awesome.
So I saw one with Halawade and this guy Simon. It's actually pretty cool. I think so the person who's going to do the interview, like Lindsay, you would go live and then she would invite who she wants off of the people who came in to be the split screen, and it automatically split screens it, and you can do that. I don't know where Lindsay went.
I forgot I had food in the oven.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I heard you though. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a pretty neat tool.
Yep.
I like it. Well, we should utilize that for sure. Behind the curve on new technology. Cool. Well, maybe we should try one of those in the actual Shred page itself too. That could be good. I'm down for that. Cool. Well, yeah, just keep shooting ideas my way, and we'll see what we have time for. I mean, it's 10 days, but I think it's really important 10 days that we all focus on and provide some excellent customer care. And the more we are all engaging and doing fun new things like that, the more I think our customers are going to be engaged. So I love it. Okay, next question. I was working on calendar today. Who all oh, I thought somebody was saying something. Who all wants to continue the Thursday Southwest Plaza question and answer session where I give up a couple hours of my day to help everybody? Because it doesn't seem like a whole lot of people are utilizing it, and I'm carving out specific time for that in my day. And so I am good to keep doing that to help you guys, but if nobody's utilizing it, I'm going to use my time elsewhere.
I mean, I enjoy doing it. I find it very helpful, especially to meet face-to-face, or at least on Zoom or something. I think it's just more effective than just a but if I'm the only one, I mean, maybe you and I can carve out some time separately. And I also enjoy brainstorming too. I think it's a fun way, once we have more people involved, to really get some ideas flowing. I think it's a lot more creative juices get flowing when we're all together.
Well, and the other question is there a better day and or time where more of us could utilize the time too?
Thursdays for me are a little challenging, just because certain appointments I have are only available on Thursdays around 1 or 2. But I mean, I can make it work also.
I mean, I get off pretty early. Well, not pretty early, but between, 4 and 6, just depending on the day. If we could maybe meet in the evenings, I'm more available.
Okay.
Yeah, I like the idea of evenings. I mean, just right now with the kids home from school, my schedule is a little wonky, and that was great during the school year because I could carve out that time and I didn't have anything going on. But now evenings are a little bit better because all of a sudden my teenage children are very needy.
Right.
It doesn't get better.
So if we did like a 4 o'clock on a Thursday evening, would that be better for you too, Jenny? Because less likely to have appointments that late?
Yeah, I like that one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and you could even rotate, like, like one Thursday could be, at noon, the other one could be at 4, just rotating if that's something you guys be interested in.
Well, I'm okay at 4 too. Just if I'm going to carve time out in my calendar, I want to make sure that it's being utilized, right? So if I don't plan an appointment for myself and everything else, it just sucks when nobody can do the noon and I've carved out this time. Does that make sense? So if I'm going to put the time into helping you guys, I just want to make sure it's being utilized.
Yeah. 4 p.m. works better for me.
Yeah, 4 definitely works better for me too.
All right. Well, I'm making up the June calendar. I'm going to put it as the cover photo of the team page again. I think that was super helpful. And so I will put that on there at 4 o'clock and we'll just go ahead and plan on that. Although now that we're saying that, this week I cannot do 4 o'clock. Yeah, I have an appointment at 3:30. So we could start it next week.
Mm-hmm.
Does that work for everybody?
Yeah, that works better for me. I've got something Thursday night.
Okay. So we'll start next week at 4 o'clock for the month of June. Love it. Cool. All right. What else? I have a couple more orders of business. Sorry, we're going through a lot, but I have these fun things. As prizes, and there was also a cash prize for our team challenge that we did. Christina, Kaylee, and Jenny, you guys ended up winning. So Kaylee gets $50, Jenny gets $30, and Christina's taken home $80. So congratulations, you guys. I think that was just such a fun way to boost our business for last month. And if it's something you guys want to do again, I think it was just a fun way of boosting everybody's paycheck. Even if you participated a little bit, I feel like your paycheck would be bigger than maybe it was in the months past. So I was thinking of getting together, like a team get together, to give you guys your prizes and money, and just to have like a fun, like us all meet each other face to face. So it can be something as simple as having a glass of wine and sitting by the fire pit in my backyard. Or something as complicated, and it would just take more timing, not that it's more complicated, but Jenny had mentioned like a canvas and cocktails kind of a thing. Any preference, any days that would be better than others for something like that? Do you guys want to do that? Should I just put a check in mail?
I like the get together, just getting together in your backyard. If spouses are included, it'd be better if it was during the week. Weekends don't work, but I can also come without him. So whatever you'd like to do.
Any other takers on that question?
Yeah, that sounds like fun. I'm good most evenings. If I just know in advance, I can move my stuff around in my schedule.
During the week?
Mm-hmm.
On it. No.
Yeah, weekdays are good for me. When we're done with the Shred 10, so we can actually have a glass of wine.
So if we did next week, and Kaylee, I muted you because your dog was taking over the audio. But so if we did next week, Tuesdays or Thursdays are my best days, because usually like tonight I worked until 7 o'clock, so it's kind of late to get together. Does a Tuesday or Thursday evening work for you guys to get together next week?
I'm in Florida. I would love to be there, but I actually just can't until July.
Oh, sad. Oh my gosh, I almost just broke the Boss Lady wine glass. Oh, I should move those. Sad day, but Florida, are you close to the beach at least? Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thursday would be better because we're supposed to have that live event on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
So,
which I would recruit hardcore to. Let's see, and Travis works on Thursday. But if we're doing it early enough, I mean, kids can just play around in the backyard too, so I guess I don't even need, like, everyone bring their kids. Yep, that's what Kaylee was saying too. Next Thursday, the 15th, who could come?
Yeah.
Well,
Depends on the time.
That's a possibility.
cool. Okay, let's tentatively plan that then too. So Thursday, 15th. What time?
6-ish?
Like 6:30?
Yeah, that would work.
We'll do
And keep them
6
after-
and come when you can. How about?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. And everyone bring their favorite drink, and we'll just make it a happy hour.
What time did we say again?
6.
That's okay.
Perfect. Okay, cool.
Since we're gonna do that, do you still want to do 4 o'clock for the Southwest that day as well? Or just do the happy hour and
Well,
any
how about if, Thursday, 4 o'clock. So if we want to get together, we can still do the 4 o'clock and make it an hour, do it from 4 to 5. An hour's better than nothing.
Okay.
And then I'll have to go pick up my kids and come back here. So if everyone just wants to come over here after Southwest, that's fine too. Make it whenever anybody shows up. I just have to go pick up my kids at some point during that time because Travis is working.
Okay, sounds good.
Fair enough? Okay. Okay, cool. Qualifiers, we hit 12 club, you guys. So thank you guys all for your hard work. That was a grueling last day. It was unbelievable. So we hit it by the skin of our teeth. I mean, it was insane. So I just wanted to acknowledge that like Travis, Ken, and Rick, Denise, Stacy, Kaylee, Jenny, Mallory, Ronalee, Christina, and Susan, and Lindsay all hit. So you guys rocked it, and that's unbelievable. That's a huge goal. So thank you guys for busting your butts, and I just wanted to acknowledge everybody that qualified their business, that is not like a me accomplishment. That is like a team accomplishment for sure. So congratulations to you guys for hitting that as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let Jenny take it away. And then at the end, what Jenny, Sonia, well, let's see. Jenny's going to talk about team building, and then I'm going to have Sonia and Kaylee and Shay kind of wrap it up with their experience at boot camp. But let's have Jenny train us a little bit first on what building a team looks like and how you've been able to duplicate it so quickly, and it seems like easily.
Yeah. Okay, so the first thing is just duplication is the most important thing. It so happened that when I signed up, my sister happened to be at my house. So when Lindsay was talking to me, Christina also overheard, in addition to me telling her about the business before I even signed up. I had talked to her and I said, look, I'm interested in this. What do you think about it? Have you heard of it? Or, I think it's a great way to bring in some extra income. I don't know if all of you know my backstory of how I got involved with this, but 2 weeks after I had my son, I was laid off from my job. And so I needed something quick and fast. And I had seen Lindsay post so many things about how great this business is, how great these products are, that she was my first phone call. And I was like, I need help. I need you to introduce me to this. So we quickly talked about it. And then she was going to come over the next day to my house to sign me up immediately, and my sister was here, so I was telling her about it, and she was like, that's great, and we were brainstorming together about who I could contact. And so then when Lindsay came over, she just kind of reiterated everything that I said, and Christina was my first customer that day. And then a week later, she's like, the more I think about it, I think this is an awesome business, and I want to join. How do I sign up? I was like, well, here's what we do. So then we went through and I said, now all you need to do is just get a customer like I got for you, or like you were my customer. So you need to go out and find a customer and sign that person up as a rep. That way you already have your rep right off the bat.
And meanwhile, she said nothing, by the way. When Jenny and I were talking, Christina said nothing. She didn't even act interested. Did she?
No, she was just sitting on the couch doing something and letting me do my thing. So.
Right.
So that worked out. That She was just a silent listener. And then about a week later, my parents were out of town. So I didn't even get to talk to them about what I was doing. We all went to dinner, and Christina's like, don't you have something that you want to announce? And I was like, well, I started a new business. It's Juice Plus. I went into that with them, and I was like, it's great. We should get both you guys on board. You and Dad need to sign up. And so the more my mom thought about it and we kept talking to her, we're like, just do it. What do you have to lose? That's the main thing, is like, why not? It's a $50 sign up fee, and you're going to buy the products anyways to help us out. So why not just hop on board and make some money while you're at it? So she was like, okay, I want to do what's going to benefit both of you. So that meant signing her up under my sister. So now my sister has a rep and who has their own order. So we're like, it's easy. Just go out and find a couple people like we did. And my Aunt Debbie happened to be in town staying at my parents' house. And so Debbie was overhearing everything, and she's like, well, this sounds great. So my mom talked to her, and she's like, come on, just do it with me. It's going to be fun to have someone do it together, or so we can do it together. And then Debbie was like, okay. So then Debbie signed up. So it just kind of snowballed. And, I think I've been so focused on, trying to get my team wide and focusing on how to get customers. And in the meantime, I've been getting reps, which has been great. It's a great problem to have. So that way I can build up my team. So, the thing that I found with family is that talking to family is much easier than talking to strangers about the business aspect, because when you don't know somebody, it's like, well, you could get your products for free by doing this, and you're kind of awkward. It's not flowing freely. It's not a casual conversation to have like it is when you're trying to get them to do the products. So I definitely
that has
feel like,
not been my experience.
well, it could be. So for me, anyways, I just find that when you talk to family, it's like, come on, just do it with me. What do you have to lose? Let's do it together. Whereas when you're talking to a stranger, it's kind of hard to be like, let's do this together. I know nothing about you, but do it with me, So I've been kind of struggling with getting strangers, but I have no problem getting family. I actually just signed my husband up as a rep unofficially. So I got him on board as well. So half introduction to Matt. I'll do a more formal one later. But with him, it was easy for me to try to convince him, because I was like, it's a no-brainer. Whatever you make, it benefits both of us. And so when you talk to family that way, it's kind of hard to sign up a stranger and be like, whatever you do is going to help me, so sign up with me. So, but I feel like when you talk to family about it, they're a little more understanding and more willing to help out, depending on the family member, of course, and what your relationship is. But just for me, I just find that just having a simple conversation, and it's as easy as, here's how I got started. Here's what happened with the products. Just sign up and see what happens. Like there's nothing, the thing I love about this business is there's nothing that ties you down. You don't have to make a certain amount in order to keep your position. You're going to keep your position for as long as possible, or as long as you want, essentially until you move up, but you're never going to go backwards. And in my past experience, I've been a part of another company before that was terrible. You had to maintain a certain number of sales in order to go to the next level. So it was really hard to get people on board, knowing how much you had to work to maintain your status. With this, it's kind of a no-brainer. Once you get to the next level, you're there. Some orders might drop off, if you take your time, but you're still going to be there, and you're still going to be making the commissions that you were set to make. So when I explain that to people, I feel like they're a lot more receptive, because a lot of these MLMs have really skewed people's perceptions of kind of what this is about. And so the thing I love about it is it's just so unique. From my experience, there's nothing like this out there that operates the way that this does. And when you really just sit down and kind of break it down piece by piece, I find that people can understand it a little bit more. And when you talk to them and find out their pain, you know, like you do for signing them up for the products, I feel like you can hone in on that, and then just really talk them through it. So it's just talking to them. It's trying not to sell them on why to do it, but just kind of informing them of, this is what I'm doing. It's been great. You can benefit from it as well if you follow what I'm doing, because duplication is the easiest thing. You know, just follow what I'm doing and teach your person to do that and teach them. And that's really all I have to say. So if anybody has questions or anything I can help with, maybe.
How have you motivated your team to be successful? Because I've signed 2 reps and I'm having conversations with them on a regular basis, but both of them are kind of dragging their heels right now.
The thing I find to be the most motivating is if you're excited and pumped up about it, it's going to get them pumped up about it. If you're like kind of down on yourself, like, well, I mean, we could try it this way, or, you know, maybe this will work. But if you're like, you know, I just did this, this was amazing, you know, I could try it this way, you know, it's all about like your delivery of how you approach the situations. And I've gotten a lot of that through Lindsay, because when I'm talking to Lindsay and I'm like, well, you know, this could work, and she's like, it will work. You know, so when you get in that mindset, then you're like, it will work. And so then you go and relay that to your team member. And you're like, you know what? This is going to work if you do it this way. Or, you know, it's just how you talk to them. And I feel like finding what works for you and how you got a rep or how you sold the products, how that came easy for you, that's what you need to relay to them. So you're kind of duplicating your own process. It's not necessarily what I do could work for you. You know, whatever works for you, that might also work for the team members that you have. Does that help?
That was very well put. Yeah, I love that response, Jenny, because it is so much about your energy. So Sonia, I know you listened to 1 chapter of The Power, but you need to listen to them all, because
I feel like a billion audiobooks to read.
Oh, I know, but The Power is going to make the biggest difference in your business.
Yeah.
Like, in fact, I'm nicknaming Kaylee. What did I say? She's on like her 14th time listening to this. And she goes, I just started it again this morning, and she was so happy about it. That's why you're so happy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You call me Power Kaylee.
Power Kaylee. I like Power Kaylee. And her team's on fire right now. And Shay, I don't know if you can talk at all, but I think you might actually be able to answer this question a little bit as well, because you're somebody who's been on the team for quite a while, and just now you're like getting involved. You're the first one on the call, and you're excited about it, showing up to events. Like, I've never seen Shay so much, and she's been on the team for a long time now. So could you maybe help us understand a little bit? I feel like you were maybe the one that was like maybe excited, but we didn't know about it, and now all of a sudden here you are, you know, a little bit later.
Well, with my old job, I honestly just didn't feel like I could devote as much time as I feel like I can now. And trying to do what Miss Kaylee says and stay positive and bubbly and not get frustrated. So still just a work in progress, because sales is not something that comes easy to me. It's new. So just learning new things every day on how to improve. And yeah.
Perfect. Thanks for letting me put you on the spot.
Sure.
So yeah, you might want to ask your distributors questions like, are you truly interested? I think Mallory, you did a great job with this with Melissa, actually, where she's like, hey, if you're going to do this, like you need to do it. You know, like she kind of, well, what did you say earlier to me about that?
I don't remember. Oh, when I called her to put in her order.
Yeah, just like if
Yeah,
you're
I
gonna
just
do
said-
it, like you need to do it.
Well, I needed a yes in like 15 seconds. But I said, like, I was like, you have signed up for this business, and like, if you're going to do it, you can't sell what you aren't going to order. And so if you're going to order something, it's like, and it's going to be 3 days from now, then we should just put it in right now. And that worked really well. And I'm not normally very pushy. So.
Well, and she's all excited. She called today and had a few questions, and I'm excited to get her going too. So it's different for everybody. And Sonia, not every single human being you sign up is going to be as excited about this business as we are, unfortunately. Yeah. I have a lot of people on the team that aren't on this call, obviously. And it's the ones who are on the call and doing the work that you want to partner with and spend your time with. So, you know, and then some people surprise you. So anyway.
And I have one more thing to add. So when we were at, I believe we were at Lindsay's house when you guys got back from Vegas from the GoPro event, and we were watching the videos of some of the women that were speaking. And one of the girls said something that has stuck with me, and I repeat it all the time whenever I have a negative feedback from the products, negativity from wanting to be a rep. And it's this lady, she was like, well, if you don't want to be on my team, then that's your struggle, not mine. Yeah. You don't want to buy products, that's your deal. That's not mine. You know, we're not here to really, like, I don't know, hammer it into them that you need this. Like, you know, you put it out there, you say what needs to be done. If they're willing to do it, they do. And if not, you know, that's your struggle, not mine.
I love it.
I'll just add one more thing because I can. Something that, because like Sonia, I feel the same way. I like in my mind, I'm like for the product and for the business, like you're an idiot. Like you're just an idiot. Like this is the easiest way to get healthy. Why wouldn't you take advantage of it? You know, but Pope John Paul II, always, when he talks about the gospel, he always says that we always propose and we never impose. And like, I just think that's just like so applicable here. Like we always just propose and, you know, people are going to walk away because it's not natural to want to change. Then that's it, you know? And like this business, even it's a great business, but it's work, you know? And that's why people don't like these things, because they think they can just sign up and make a bunch of money, but it actually is work. And if they're not willing to do that part, then they're just not willing.
Right. Very fair. Oh, I really love what y'all are putting across tonight, for sure. It all makes so much sense. So you just have to go out there, be strong, and you know, while the people are waiting, while you're waiting for those people to get excited about it, keep adding more on, keep working, keep doing your thing, keep being excited, keep being you. That's what that's why this business is a good fit for you guys, because we are persistent. And it's something that you guys maybe aren't seeing that are so brand new right now. But, you know, I always remind Jenny, like, how long did it take you to sign up? So, you know, she did a lot of watching on Facebook for years. And here she is now rocking it. So it's interesting who's watching you that you guys don't even know, right? I had no idea Jenny wanted anything to do with me. I was just too busy finding all you guys, right? So it's exciting. And Jenny, thank you so much for sharing, because I think what you had to say is totally applicable. And of course it depends on the family. My parents are super willing to help out and try things. And in fact, my parents were surprised that they actually saw results from the products they purchased while helping me out. So it's interesting. But yet I have some of my best friends in the entire world that they're still not on this product. And, you know, Jeff Olson said his own brother is still not on this product. My brother's not on this product. Surprise. For those of you who know my brother, surprise. See, Kaylee laughs. Anyway, so with that being said, I wanted to wrap up with Kaylee, Shay, and Sonia all went up to the Breckenridge Bootcamp, and we have the Seattle Bootcamp coming up here. And so they're going to share kind of their golden nuggets, what they took away from the boot camp. And I think it will all kind of motivate us to try and get out to the Seattle Bootcamp. I called in, and when, you guys will like this verbiage, when we have at least 6 people coming with us, our kind of hotel condo thing, there are a couple different rooms in the condo as well as a full kitchen. So it's really kind of cool. Like Ken, if you're going, Ken and Rick can share a room, and us girls can share another room, and it's all within the same condo. So it's kind of cool. But anyway, it makes the hotel about $50 a night, which is totally manageable. And there's a full kitchen, so we can cook our food too. If you guys are looking to save money, I know Sonia and I were talking about this. We were just saying, Sonia, how much money do you need to make in order to come from your Juice Plus paycheck? So kind of think about that as far as your goal goes. How much money do you guys need your Juice Plus paycheck to be? And what do you need to do right now so that you can come to the Seattle one? Because what golden nuggets you guys got from Breckenridge, Seattle, I would think would be multiplied times 10. So with that being said, I don't know who wants to go first. Ken obviously wants to go first, so you go first.
So for everybody that's on here, who's in the Comma Club? So maybe that's the challenge for Seattle. Do you guys know what the Comma Club is?
Close. Where was your hand on that one, girl?
So Comma Club is having a comma in your paycheck from Juice Plus. So if you want to take on the challenger,
Comma Club.
I'm not in the Comma Club. I want to be in the Comma Club. Who wants to join me in the Comma Club? Nice.
Amen.
Okay. Let's do it.
I like that. Drop the mic. He's done. Awesome. Yeah, that's a great goal to have going into Seattle, for sure. So yeah, we could talk about what that looks like for everybody's orders. How many orders do people need to get? How many team members do people need in order to hit the Comma Club? I love it. So with that being said, Kaylee, Sonia, Shay, whoever wants to go first, golden nuggets, go.
Well, I went on Saturday with Kaylee, and a couple of things that I took away, listening to Lisa Pepple. She talked about farm fresh nutrition, and she just has such a passion for her job. It was actually really cool to hear her speak and to hear what she does on a daily basis. Her job. She's the one that gets to go to all the farms and helps to put together all the videos explaining what they do at the farms and how our gummies and our capsules are made. And some of the stuff that she said I really found interesting, because I've tried really hard to do organic for the past couple of years. And she said that organic is perceived as safe and pesticide free, but that's not necessarily true. There are certain pesticides that are still used on organic food, and they still have a low residual levels of pesticides, and all you need to do is wash them off. Her joke of that one was, go ahead and use vodka because that'll clean off everything, and she made a joke with that. But she said basically you don't have to buy the really expensive organic food. You can buy the standard fruit and vegetables and just clean them, and they're clean. So that was really good to hear, because then I don't have to spend a ton of money, a ton of fresh produce, all organic. And also encouraged us to help our local farmers, because they're obviously doing because they love it, they're passionate about it, and they don't get paid, you would think. And to support them by buying local produce. And then hearing the Rising Stars panel, they had, I think, 5 lovely young ladies talking, and just hearing their stories was really inspirational, and I took a lot away from it, and I would really like to get to their level. And that's kind of, I took away a lot more, but those were some of the things that really stuck with me.
Very cool. Thank you for sharing. I love it.
Okay, I'll jump in next. I did the Friday sessions, so it's kind of funny we tag teamed on this. But I think one of the best ones for me was Tower Gardens and how easy they were to set up, how easy they were to grow things, how quickly they grow things. And for those of you that don't know me well enough, I have a small homestead. I raise chickens and I raise goats, but it's incredibly challenging to farm in conifer just because our growing season is so short and you never know when you're going to get snow. So that one was incredibly huge for me because they should be in every single person's home. They should be in every single school, and we would all be eating so much better. And I also loved, it was Farmer Joe who taught us about the Tower Gardens, but I loved just have your Tower Garden there while you're having a salad and a jar party so that people can see, look, I'm going to go get the lettuce off of this and, use it in the salad in the jar. And then also then start bringing the products into that as well was really cool where, if I've got spinach on my Tower Garden, hey, I can add that to a complete shake. If I'm doing some type of fruit on there, I can add it to a complete shake. So for me, this is definitely something that I can see promoting more to people and bringing in new business through. The rest of the sessions were awesome, but I don't want to talk your ears off.
Right. Well, that's so cool because, you didn't even know anything about the Tower Gardens going into that. So although I was saying, you need one. So now you know why you need one or two. No, you never know. So yeah, awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, so like Shay said, I went on Saturday, and I've been to a few boot camps, and this one was a really good one. One of my biggest takeaways was that this company is in a movement. We have a runway to go for this business, and we are stewards of these products in this moment of time. And so this momentum is not going to be there forever. And we are we are perfectly timed. And so those who are new, those who have been joining or who have joined and who are active, this is the time to do it. They've been saying this and I haven't believed it until recently, just hearing the numbers that they say how many millions of dollars we make for the company and things like that. It was crazy. They talked about that everybody as a whole for Juice Plus, we help over 1.25 million people a year. That's 5 million families. That was nuts. This is big. This is legit. It's a movement. We're going places. So that was my first big takeaway. And then I really liked the Rising Star panel as well, similar to Shay. And so one of the gals had said that she likes to tell.
Will you explain what the Rising Star panel is for those people who don't know?
Yeah, so the Rising Star panel is they had, I think 4 or 5 gals up on stage and they interviewed them and they asked them, what is it that makes, why did Juice Plus make sense to you? How are you growing your business? What are tips that you can tell people to get to where they're at? Because these ladies are killing it. They are going leaps and bounds. They are inspiring and helping a lot of families and a lot of people. And so one of the gals had said, and I wrote it down because it was my favorite, she said that she tells herself and her team that they have permission to set up a fence around their dream. And no one can enter that dream. They can talk all they want and try to destroy their dream, but you put up a protective fence around it and don't let anybody in. Keep going for your goal. Keep going for your dream. And I just love that because it's all about the mindset and, like attracts like. And it was just a really powerful statement. And the other one that I like is there's no excuses, just priorities. So which I think can relate into every aspect of our life, but especially our business, because we all have so many excuses, and we just need to prioritize. And is your business a priority or is it not? And so it was just great. It was a great boot camp, and it was fun to see our bigger family there, like with the Team Adventure Plus was there, and so Shay was like, "Oh my goodness, we have a lot of team here." So I was like, yes, we do.
Very cool. Well, thank you guys for sharing your little nuggets with us, because, all of us weren't able to make it, but it just helps you gain perspective a little bit, right, Shay? So Shay and Sonia, this is kind of like your first larger event that you guys have both gone to. And did it just kind of help you guys gain perspective on like what this is all about, the type of people that are involved and what this company is up to?
I thought it was absolutely amazing, and I wished I could have been there for both days because I got so much out of the first day. And what I really loved is the fact that we are a big team, because luckily Lindsay hooked me up, but I really didn't know anybody going into Friday, and I had such a huge warm welcome and a group of people that just embraced me, and knowing that they're there to support us is nothing like I've ever had in any other business before. So
and
you
I
guys
totally give you kudos for going up by yourself too, like by yourself. Like none of us were there, and Sonia like made the trip, and like huge round of applause for that, because that's awesome. Good job. Love it. Cool. Shay, did you want anything to add to that?
No, it opened up my mind to how big this company and this movement really is, and how many people really want to just help educate people on how to be happy and healthy.
Yeah. Well, and like when Kaylee said those numbers, like that just can make each one of us feel really proud for being able to impact the most people's lives in a positive way. Like, and we all have a little piece in that. So that just like makes me proud as a person to be able to help people in that manner, So with that being said, I want everybody to come to Seattle. It has been the most amazing experience. I've gone all 3 years that I've been involved with this business, and it's an entire boot camp that Dr. Mitra Ray puts on. Things are selling out really fast, so I just want you to wrap your head around spending some money as an investment. The entire trip is tax deductible. And again, what dollar amount do you guys need to make in order to make Seattle happen? So that's kind of what I want to go into June with the mindset of, whether it's the Comma Club or not, just what do you have to do to make arrangements either financially or with your kids or whatever. People can bring their kids, it's whatever. But whatever you need to do to make arrangements to get out to Seattle, I would do it, because it's so impactful that it is business changing. So for instance, if Sonia didn't go to this boot camp, she would have never learned about Tower Gardens, and you never know, like maybe that's what's going to explode her business. You never know, right? So I'm just going to encourage everybody that if you can go or are wanting to go, to let me know. Again, because I did reserve 2 hotel rooms with my credit card, and we can all share. We can all make our food there. We can make it as cheap as possible. We would fly into, Ken, do you remember the name of the airport?
It's Seattle Tacoma.
Tacoma. Okay. And we rent a car, which we all can share in the cost of that as well. And we can make it a pretty cheap trip, but it's absolutely one of the funnest trips every single year. And almost, don't tell me I said this, but I think it's almost more impactful than going to actual conference. Not that you should ever miss conference, but it is so impactful that I will never miss it. And I am for sure going. So whoever wants to join me, Sonia already said that she'll partner with me in a hotel. So cool. And at the end of it, Ken, you're going to come in? Ken's coming. Anybody else? Who's committing? Oh, Kaylee's committing. So that's 4. There's room for 6 in the hotel room to make it $50. And like I said, there's 2 separate rooms and a sleeper sofa that has like a memory foam mattress, like is really good, whatever. I'll sleep on it. I don't care. I'll sleep on the floor. Come sleep on the floor. Whatever. You can pay $25 for the hotel. I don't care. Just get your butt there. Ooh, that rhymed. Okay. I think, let me check my notes. I
Hey,
know
Lindsay.
we covered a lot tonight. Yeah.
On that Seattle Summit Bootcamp,
Yeah.
so it is time sensitive because the early bird tickets will increase if they're not bought by June 9th. So that's only a couple days away. That was extended from the May date. So right now the ticket to go to the boot camp for the whole weekend is $150. And the tickets include dinner at a ranch Friday night, lunch, and dinner on Saturday. So those meals are taken care of. And usually at the hotel from last year, there's breakfast that's free breakfast that's available as well with your stay at the hotel. So most of our meals are taken care of. It's just the odds and ends.
Bring your shakes for lunch. Done.
Exactly. And then really the only other fee that you would have to pay, I'm just
It's to go
scrolling through
tubing.
this, is just the tubing one. Or if
We
you
go
don't want
tubing.
to, if you don't want to go tubing, they have like a wine tasting event. I forget what it's called. Sorry.
Oh no, you want to go tubing.
So, and then
Everyone
you want to go
wants to go
tubing.
tubing.
It's definitely tubing. And then it goes up to $200. So it's $150 now, $200 after the 9th. So,
And just so you know, tubing is down. What river is it? I don't
I
even
don't remember.
But
it
it
was
is
fun.
in like this huge, like you can almost picture a slot canyon of like beautiful mountains and trees. And like we saw a blue herring last year that his wingspan was like insane. Just the most beautiful, relaxing, fun thing. And you get to conversate with all of these people, all of the speakers, and everybody just has a beer or wine. And it's just so fun to be able to hang out and really soak it all in. So Nicole, you raised your hand.
Yeah, what are the dates of Seattle?
Touche. So it is the 20th is when we would fly in. And it goes through the 22nd. So last year, what we did is we went to actual Seattle and we stayed an extra night just for fun and we played, right, Ken? We went to the beach. So it's up to you when you want to come back. But that's what we chose to do last year is we came back to Seattle, stayed in a hotel room, and kind of played. We went on the Ferris wheel out there. So we planned a day to play, but you could fly out as early as the 22nd.
And that's of June, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, July. I'm sorry.
Okay.
July. So we have some planning time, but I just want you guys to be thinking about it now.
20 to the 22nd. Okay.
Yeah. This is Jenny telling Matt that she's coming to Seattle. That's what that face is, right?
It's funny. I said you have to come now that you're part of this team.
Hey, Matt, welcome to the team. So you have a first name now that you're part of the team. I don't have to call you Mr. Jenny anymore.
Hello. I just randomly popped in.
That's awesome.
Glad to be here. Thank you for the warm welcome.
Yeah.
Not creepy at all.
Oh, and there's our mascot. What's her name again, Ken?
Puppy love.
Lucy.
Lucy. Lucy can be our mascot. The little papa.
So cute.
All right. Anybody else have any other questions?
I don't have a question, but I just wanted to add one more thing off of everything we talked about that I forgot to mention. One of the things that I feel like really gets me motivated in the morning and can help motivate your teams as well is to set affirmations in the morning about what you're grateful for, what you're thankful for. It kind of goes along the lines of the books. And then it's really funny. Every time I say, who needs Juice Plus today? After I'm done with all that, magical things happen. I don't even know how to explain it, but every time I say that, I have really positive interactions with people regarding Juice Plus. And I notice that when I don't do the affirmations in the morning, I'm a little more negative throughout. Not really negative because I'm a really positive person, but I'm not like as pumped up and as motivated when I don't do it in the morning. So I feel like it's a real motivation booster as soon as I get out of bed. So.
And did you happen to get that from that book that we want people to read called The Power?
I sure did.
Okay. So I am telling you, Jenny's telling you, if you want to grow your team, you got to listen to The Power. Just saying. So those of you who have not listened to that, it just is so applicable to life. And it's not something that Juice Plus promotes as a company or anything like that. It is just one of the most positive books I have ever read. Like, and after reading it or listening to it, and Kaylee has even called me out on this, like Kaylee's listened to it a day when I haven't or something. And like I call her and I'm going to complain and I'm going to say, I'm pissed that guy cut me off or whatever. And she doesn't even like let me talk about it. Like she's just so positive. It's like, well, I want to be as in good of a mood as you are. What did you do? And she's like, go listen to The Power. And I do it right back to her. Right. So it's just so funny. You can tell a difference in people's energy level, energy field, vibration level, and you are going to attract whatever it is you're thinking about. So the book is about the law of attraction. And if we're thinking negative and we're thinking, so everybody's experienced this in a good or a bad way. A bad way would be, oh, I'm running late and I stubbed my toe out of bed. And so I put toothpaste on my shirt and I spilled and I had to change and I knocked over my orange juice and right, I hit every red light on the way there. Or I've got plenty of time in the morning and oh, it's beautiful and you hit every green light, right? So we've all experienced both levels of these and it's just a matter of changing this so that we can change the world, period, right? And that we can attract what we want. Like attracts like. So Jenny says, who needs Juice Plus today? Guess what happens? Somebody who wants Juice Plus. So it's a very good thing. I'm glad she mentioned that. So 2 musts. Listen to The Power and come to Seattle. That's all you need to know from this call. That just sums it up. All right. Anything else anybody else has to add before we peace out this evening?
So Lindsay, have you sent that link to everybody on this call?
The Power?
Yeah.
So I have sent that link so many times. Audible will not let me send it anymore. It says that I have reached my maximum. So who needs a link to The Power? Does everybody have it? Oh, Nicole. Okay, Kaylee will hook you up. Kaylee still hopefully has some sends on that sucker.
I've got a bunch of, I haven't sent mine yet, so I got a bunch of sends on mine too.
Debbie needs one. Is that what you're raising your hand for, Deb, I'm assuming? So Jenny, can you send the Audible link to Debbie? Awesome.
Yep. Yes, please.
Yep, I'll send it to you.
Debbie's is going to be, what family member needs Juice Plus today, right?
Oh, I think I've burned those bridges.
No, I don't think you have. I don't think you have, my dear. Just think, it took Jenny 2 years to sign up. You never know. So a no really means not right now.
Yeah.
What, Michelle?
I said I'm working on some people in Hawaii right now.
A business trip to Hawaii. I think we could handle that.
Yeah, right?
Do we need to go do like a presentation out there or something?
We might need to be a little bit more convincing.
Nice.
Well, if you need connections out there, I have connections with some people from Juice Plus.
I used to live out there for 10 years, so I've got plenty of connections.
No, for Juice Plus.
Oh, for Juice Plus? Okay, that would be fantastic. Yeah, I've been trying to send as much information as I can. I think I got a couple people interested in the business, so we'll see what happens.
Yep, cool.
Cool. See, and after she reads The Power, she'll say, well, when it happens, it'll be really awesome.
Yeah.
Debbie, I noticed you raised your hand once more. Do you have anything else to add?
Nope. Sorry, I thought I lowered it.
Oh, no worries. I really know how to work that thing myself, to be honest.
And it's Wenatchee River. And it's so gorgeous.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. So that's where Debbie's from. So we're going to go out and see Debbie, and she already has her ticket, right?
Yes, I do.
Awesome. 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 Cool. So we already have, let's see. So Debbie's going, Kaylee's going, Ken's going, Sonia. So there's 5 of us. Perfect. And Jenny, you're not off the hook. I'm just letting you go. So she's your aunt.
You forgot Rick.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure Rick will be there too. Yeah, he said he's for sure going, right, Kaylee? He went last year. I don't think he's missing it. So perfect. All right.